Recording in progress.
It's May 26th. It's 5:30 p.m. I'd like to call the Village Fest Board meeting to order, please.
Chair Roberts,
Present.
Vice Chair Alvarez,
Here.
Board Member Anderson,
Here.
Board Member Battersby,
Here.
Board Member Idell is absent, Board Member Reed,
Here.
Board Member Martin, and Board Member Meredith will be joining us via Zoom. We do have a quorum.
We have a quorum. Are there any public comments this evening? Seeing none. Are there any board comments this evening? On behalf of the board, I would like to welcome you all and thank you for being here tonight. We've been doing Village Fest for 34 years, and you're the integral part that makes it work. So we're very anxious to hear what you have to say tonight. And welcome you and thank you. What we will do, we have a few items of business to conduct, and then we will call you up one by one. You will have up to 5 minutes. You don't have to speak 5 minutes, but you'll have up to 5 minutes. Board Member Anderson will be the timekeeper, and he will alert you at 4 minutes. When we reach 5 minutes, we will cut you off, and the board will ask you questions. After we ask you questions, I will ask for a motion to proceed in a second. And if we have that, then the board will have discussion. And then after board discussion, we will have a vote to either admit you into Village Fest or sadly say, no, we're sorry. So that's how it will work tonight. For those of you who may be in the arts and crafts category, I want to give you some advice that we consider Village Fest to be an artisan fair as opposed to just an arts and crafts or street fair. So what we mean by that is we have a criteria that you make at least 75% of what it is you're selling. So when you speak to us, please make sure that you demonstrate that to us so we don't have to ask you a lot of questions about that. But that is criteria that's part of our rules and regulations and that we will be judging you by. So be patient. We're a friendly group. Don't be nervous. And we'll call you up very shortly. Is there any correspondence, staff?
We have none.
None? Is there a motion to approve the agenda for this evening?
I'll make a motion.
Thank you.
I'll
Is there a
second.
Thank you. Let's vote. Tom?
Yes.
Mitchell?
Yes.
I vote yes. Antonio?
Yes.
Bonnie?
Yes.
David?
Yes.
Very good. Is there a motion to approve the minutes from our April 28th meeting? Antonio, you were absent, but I'm assuming you watched the minutes?
Mhm.
Yes? So is there a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion.
Thank you, Bonnie. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Good, let's vote. Tom?
Yes.
Mitchell?
Yes.
I vote yes. Antonio?
Yes.
Bonnie? And David?
Yes.
Very good. Okay, that's the business part of it. Now we're to the fun part. First up is going to be Pastries by Somaya. Come back. Next is Miss T. Is Miss T here? Please come on up.
You get to be leader of the pack.
Hi. I'm sorry, I definitely wasn't prepared for this. I thought we're just gonna bring samples and whatever.
Tell us what you do and why
Okay.
you do it, and if you have samples, we would be willing to try your samples.
Okay, so we do matcha and boba I think it's a good fit for summer, especially for Palm Springs, which is really hot in the summer. And we have 4 different flavors of matcha and also 3 different fruit teas and 1 boba. I'm very confident in the ingredient we use and they're great and I love matcha, so I can drink free matcha every day now if we make matcha. Yeah, we brought everything here in the car, and we were planning to make it on site, but we wasn't expecting like this. So do you mind if I bring the sample like after the meeting so you can try it?
Why don't we do this? Why don't we let you go bring what you need in here to make what you're gonna make, and then we'll call you back. Is that
Sounds
okay?
good. Yeah.
Okay, so
Thank you. Do you want to try all the flavors or?
whatever you would like us to try
Okay.
to convince us that you belong in Village Fest.
Got it.
Okay?
Thank you.
So you do, set up over in this table over here.
Mhm.
When you're ready, you give us the high sign and we'll call you back.
Got it. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Randy Arrington, Holy Loved Body.
With your baby.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, welcome.
Thank you.
Let's see where your baby got the cheeks.
These are all my samples and testers that I have. So I make body products. I have been into essential oils and natural products for a long time. When I had my son, a few months after he was born, he started getting really bad eczema. And so going out on the market and seeing what's out there, it was all like number one, alcohol is like the first ingredient. So I had already been using tallow for myself. And, you know, it's kind of like up and coming again. So I started doing more research, bought some tallow, and, you know, just started using it on him. And then I was like, you know what, I don't like this about it. It's not moisturizing enough. So I did some more research. And then I found something called kokum butter. It's different than cocoa butter. And when I combine them together, I really feel like it reduces the oiliness. It makes it absorb a lot faster. I also added jojoba oil and vitamin E to the mix. And then I made the sensitive, has no essential oils. So that's this one. And then I do have all kinds of spoons. I don't know how you guys want to. And then, so that one is like safe for babies. It's what I use literally daily on him, for his diaper rashes, for still keeping up with his eczema, but he is so much better. So I love it. I literally, like I said, use it every day. I've had friends who are using it for their spots and their eczema and different issues, and it's been having some really good positive feedback. And then, of course, being the mom who likes the lotions and potions, I made one for myself. So I did the same base. It's got the tallow, and everything is organic. The tallow is actually suet, 100% suet tallow, which is going to be different than a lot of other tallows that's out there. Suet is just around a particular area within the cow, and it's highly concentrated with the vitamins A, K, D, and minerals. So better than, say, tallow that says it's using the whole cow for it. So this has, the essential oils is lavender, frankincense, and helichrysum. And I love the blend. They have anti-aging properties. They've been known historically to have those things, calming. And so that's this one. And I've been to a few events, and I should have brought some more samples for you guys to pass around, but please try it. So that's one I use on myself daily. And then as I was making these, I was like, okay, what else can I make? So I did more research, and I was like, a toner, let's make a toner. So started seeing something out there called hydrosols. And so this is a botanical toner made from hydrosols. And there's cucumber hydrosol, chamomile hydrosol, and rosemary. So the cucumber is hydrating, the chamomile is calming, and then the rosemary is a little astringent for you. I think it smells great. I like it. I use it every day. I've gone from a whole bathroom full of lotions and potions to actually using my stuff. So for me, it's exciting. So here's that.
Randy, we're at 4 minutes.
Oh, okay. This is my last two. Okay, and then I have a body scrub too. Organic brown sugar, jojoba oil, castor oil. Again, everything's organic. Vitamin E, and then also the lavender, frankincense, and helichrysum is in this as well. This is a little dangerous to pass around, but you can smell it or play with it. And then I did make a lip balm. It is kokum butter, coconut oil, castor oil, jojoba oil, and vitamin E. And again,
This is a sugar rub.
yes, yes. Again, everything is organic and natural, and I make everything myself. So that's it.
Wow, we never get applause.
Very good.
That's a first since I've been here, yeah.
Are there any board questions?
So I don't see your ingredients listed on any of your bottles. Do you have,
I don't have them on the bottles yet. Still working on that. So
Along the same lines, then, have you created a label or a brand image that looks
it's on the-
and
Yeah.
says?
yeah,
Yeah.
I have
This, I
yeah,
didn't see that one. Is that the same as this?
yes,
Okay.
yeah.
Has it in here?
Yeah, oh, and I forgot, in there is, this is also my updated, I did buy a stand-up little sign, and so I just did an event the other day, and so this is like the newer, like, version of what it looks like with the sign. And then if you wanna see what the sign exactly says, that's what it says.
Is that in your file?
It's right here.
Randy, are you making any claims as to this product? And, yeah, okay, good.
No.
Very good.
Just, what these ingredients have been used for, and what they're known for, what they, like tallow
Yep.
scientifically has vitamin A, K, things like that, but no.
what you can't say is things like it will solve muscle aches or.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can't get
I
into
can
the
say
doctor or
it
anything.
helped my son's, skin
Eczema,
issues
yeah.
and, but that's been my experience, but I cannot guarantee that for anybody.
Good.
Everybody's skin is different.
Different, yes.
I guess my only concern is the language that you put on your application says anti-aging and sensitive, and I'm not,
Well, beef
I'm
tallow
not
is-
married to those, that's just
Okay.
because I haven't had a label, that's just been what, in my mind, I know, like, the sensitive is because I use that on him, doesn't have the essential oils, so that's gonna be, anybody who has sensitive skin, I recommend don't use the essential oil one, start with the non-essential oil, so in my mind, that's just what I've been naming it, I'm not married to,
so you would consider?
oh, yeah,
Okay,
for
that's
sure.
my only concern.
Yeah, definitely.
You can use anti-aging as long as it's beauty related, that there's no medical or health related implications to it at all. So it's not solving wrinkles or it's not, but you can use anti-aging as long as it's moisturizing and cleansing and
Yeah.
those type of things.
Yeah, none of my like my signs, nothing has anything that claims anything
So
like that.
if there were any medical claims or anything that could be construed as medical claims, you would need FDA approval and
Yeah.
data to prove
Yeah.
that. Okay. So anti-aging is okay as long as it's from a health, or
Okay.
from a beauty standpoint, not a health standpoint.
Yes,
Are you
yes.
selling this anywhere else? Do you have a website or you?
My website is still under construction. Should be ready within the next couple weeks. Working with my web designer, and I am on Instagram and Facebook.
Okay. Great. I think the product smells great. I'm a product fanatic. I'm like you, I have lots of products on my counter.
I love trying things.
Drives my housekeeper crazy every week, but, because she's got to move it all to clean the counters. But it smells nice, and I love tallow. I think it's a great product also. So I think you're combining some nice ingredients.
Thank you.
Any other- Is there a motion?
Well, from the old guy, I'll move to approve. The wrinkle guys.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Thank you.
How about board discussion? Well, then let's vote.
Did you wanna make a stipulation that the labels have to be on the,
Uh,
ingredient label needs to be on the product?
Can you see the label? Just, and they're all gonna look like that, right?
Yeah, yes. Yeah, the only thing that I was wanting to add was again, an ingredients list that I just have not
But
gotten
like,
to yet.
what is this specifically?
That's my logo, that's the name of the
No, no,
company.
no, what's in the bottle?
Oh, that's, sorry, that's
Okay.
toner.
Okay, so it'll say toner on it.
Yes.
Got it.
Yeah.
So you don't have a label with ingredients on it? I must have missed that.
No, I don't currently, yeah. But that's easily solvable.
How would you solve it?
Just create it, print it. It's just something I haven't done yet. In all the steps of putting everything together, that's kind of been the last on my list to have that.
So I think we do require all of our vendors that have products to have their ingredients listed either within their label, or you can have a back label that says,
Yeah,
and they're pretty simple ingredients, it's not like a long list.
yeah,
So I would say that we would, I mean, I think to move forward, we'd have to say with the consideration, you'd have to put your ingredient list on.
oh, of course, yes, I could definitely do that. Definitely.
So the motion is then?
The motion would be to approve with the condition that Holy Love Body Company and Randy who puts the ingredients on each of the products.
Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Okay. All right, then we'll vote. David?
Yes.
Donnie?
Yes.
Antonio? Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Yay, thank you.
A is here.
This feels so good. Thank you. And then what would be my next?
Faith will.
Faith will take care of it.
Guide
from
you
the-
through that
Perfect.
She will
process.
guide you through that process.
Yeah.
Don't you worry.
And then I did have one question, I don't know if this is appropriate here. As I'm adding to my line, how do I,
You add things other than what was on your application, you need to come back before the board.
okay,
And just ask to have them added to your,
okay, perfect, thank you. Thank you for your time.
Thank you for coming.
Appreciate it. I've been so nervous, so thank you.
You got an applause.
even the baby was applauding.
Yeah.
How old's your
Good luck,
baby?
Brandy.
A year old.
A year old. Look, he's applauding, yay.
Thank you, Brandy.
Thank you, thank you.
Pastries by Samaya, are you here? Are you ready? Do you need time to set up, or are you, okay?
I am ready.
Okay, please come up.
That's the first one.
Hi, welcome.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
I hope you remember me
Yes, you are an existing vendor and you're adding to,
and you start. So at first I apologize about my language. But I try to improve my language. It's my son Muhammad.
Good.
He is my helper today.
good.
So
I'm Mohammed.
So I take my next level for my business, and I started to make some drinks. It's Egyptian drinks. So if you visit Egypt, I am from Egypt, you didn't taste this, never, because hotels, they didn't have this opportunity for the people. So they offer for the people what they like, not what we have. So I try to make something new with my pastries. So I hope you like it, and I'm ready.
Good. Thank you.
Sorry?
this is what you're adding?
Yes. So it's coconut with
That's good.
Wow.
dry milk and vanilla and powder rice.
And so you make this yourself?
Yes.
Delicious.
It's very good. Delicious.
Thank you.
There's more. There we go.
Okay. This is hibiscus with mixed berry.
Okay.
I added some sugar.
It's very good.
Very good.
Thank you. Oh, I know it is. We got it. There we go. Sweet and sour.
It's tamarind.
Thank you so much.
Oh, okay.
Sweet and sour. It's
This is
tamarind.
really good.
Really?
Tamarind, yeah, I love it.
It's really famous in Egypt, and nobody tasted this before.
That's good.
Is this the size you're gonna sell them in?
No, I will put it on the cups,
Okay.
but for the beginning, I will make this size for the people to know what they drink.
Okay.
So my, we're at 4 minutes.
Okay.
These three things are what you're adding?
I have more.
You have more? Okay. Please.
Yes, I have more.
You only got a minute left, so you need to get out what you're gonna get out. Yep.
Faith, I'm sorry, is there an additional page that's missing? The application doesn't,
No, it's because she's a current
it's a
vendor.
vendor.
Per vendor, yeah. The chicken.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is this whole like
Brazilian
blended,
something.
limes, like key limes, whole like key limes and macadamia.
Oh, that's really good.
Brazilian limonada is lime with condensed milk.
Lime with condensed milk.
Yes.
So what would something like this sell for?
Sorry?
What would something like this sell for?
It's
Selling.
like
Price.
price.
how much?
Price.
This like this for 5. This is the bottle, but I will have the big
The tall
cups.
ones?
Yes.
She's gonna be selling them in cups, she's gonna be pouring them over.
Oh, you're selling them in cups?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And I think she said those are gonna be probably, like at the beginning, she'll have these grab and
Two
go.
people, they know what they drank first.
So these would not be sold?
No,
No,
for
she
sold
the,
it
in the
yes.
cup.
Uh-huh.
Anything else, or is that all?
I have a lot.
It's like an apothecary in here.
Do you have anything more other than the drinks?
Yes.
Why don't you let us,
So, okay.
Trust your
We
drinks
can
are
make a
good. Drinks are
decision on these.
awesome, yeah.
yeah.
Oh, dessert. Let's see, sweet.
I have spoons.
You have spoons, all right?
Chair, we're at 7 minutes.
Yes.
Chair, we're at 7 minutes. Thank you.
Thank you. This is coconut.
No, it's kunafa. It's like Dubai chocolate. This is the filling. It's kunafa.
Oh,
It's famous in European
Okay.
countries. And this is our favorite.
it's good. All right.
This is the mango.
Yes.
Any board questions? We're at, I think, over 7 minutes.
We're at 8
so
minutes
8
now.
minutes. Any board questions?
Do you have more?
You can pass these out. We'd like to try those, but we'll try them later. But
Okay.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Sugar with caramel.
Thank you. I think
Caramelized sugar with.
I think your stuff is great. Your drinks are great.
Yes, very good, the
I think
original.
They're very, very good. So being no board questions, is there a motion?
Can I make a question?
Yeah, of course,
Or
Dave.
may I ask a question? Will you have, as we saw earlier today, the ingredients are important to know what's inside of them. Will you have those on a sign or,
Yes, I will burn it out.
I mean, I see it in your description here,
Here right now.
but it's on the labels, we can't read what's.
It's gonna be prepared.
She's going to pour it in a cup.
It's prepared.
But I mean, still,
I don't have it on my
It's-
popsicles
It's, yeah,
because I'm
Yeah.
preparing it. It's already.
it's
being
already,
handed over.
she's fine.
Burn it for the people, they can know what they drink.
okay, just a
It's
question.
not prepackaged.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the difference.
Is there a motion?
I make a motion that we approve Pastries by Samoya with her drinks and her panapa
Your
treat.
new products. Is there a second?
I'll second.
All right, let us vote. Yes.
Yes.
I say yes. Antonio?
Yes.
Bonnie?
Yes.
David?
Yes.
Thank you for being a vendor and welcome with your new products. You and Mohammed did a great job.
Mohammed did great.
Yeah.
Yes.
I will share time. Thank you so much.
Thanks for that.
Ms. T, are you ready?
Yes.
All
Okay.
right.
I'm sorry I'm not pronouncing your name, but I don't think I could do it justice.
Long Zhang.
Huh?
What is your,
Zhang?
pronounce your name?
I'm Morgan.
Morgan, oh.
Yeah,
Who is
that's,
this?
That's my boyfriend's name.
I could have gotten Morgan.
We're definitely underprepared because we thought it would be only two
That's
people
okay.
or one people.
That's right.
But we tried to, okay, so these two are brown sugar boba matcha latte. And this is strawberry matcha latte. And this is the white peach oolong tea. I personally really love this. It's the best for summer. And this too is our signature lemon iced tea. So it depends on
I'll try the brown sugar.
the brown sugar.
Yep.
Perfect.
Isn't that that one?
Oh, this is the
That one's the one I meant, the
White peach
peach,
white
yes.
peach oolong tea.
Sorry,
Oh, yeah.
thank you.
Now request a strawberry? Is there a
Yeah.
strawberry? Thanks.
Make sure you mix it.
Okay. Thank you.
Strawberries.
I'd like the tea, please.
This,
Yes,
this one?
that one. Thank you.
Really good.
Thank you.
And the last one.
Tom, what are you going to try?
I'll take the last tea.
We have one short.
It can be more.
Oh, no, this is,
What would you all like?
you go.
Tell me which is your best of the remaining and I'll try.
This two,
Yeah,
I prefer brown.
I'll try them.
Okay. I drink this all the time.
Thank you.
Make sure to mix it.
Got it, okay.
Before. There's two more. And also for the milk, it's we make it with whole milk, condensed milk, and creamer. It's a mixation.
So good.
What is boba?
What is boba?
I'm gonna ask you.
Oh my God, it's my English test now.
Tapioca.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah.
Can I ask another stupid question then? I'm sorry. What is matcha? I don't even know what that word means.
Matcha is a Japanese green tea. It's a roasted green tea.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a Japanese traditional drink. I'm not from Japan, but I love matcha. Yeah.
And you make all of this on site?
Yes, we're gonna
People
make them
standing
on
there should be
site.
pouring it, okay. It's very good, yeah.
And also, we went to the farmer's market last week or a couple of weeks ago, and there's no matcha. So I think this is the best fit for the summer.
Will you sell it like, just like it is here,
Huh?
Yeah.
in this size?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
For the fruities, we're gonna make a bigger
bigger one,
size,
yeah.
the
24
24 ounces
24
one.
ounce, good.
Yeah.
Okay. So you will have them already prepared, or you'll pour them?
Well, we're gonna pour them on site.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all separate ingredients. So
And they're gonna have a dome lid, they're not gonna be sealed?
no, it's not gonna be sealed.
So just like this.
Are you planning, if you're approved, to be here for the summer? Because these will be great for summer drinks.
Yeah. Yeah, we're ready anytime.
Any other board questions? Is there a motion?
I'll move to approve Miss T. Love that name.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Thank you, Antonio. Let's vote. David?
Yes.
Bonnie?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Mitchell?
Yes?
Tom?
Yes.
Great. Congratulations. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you
These
so
will be
much.
popular.
Yeah, they
Yay! Thank you so much.
Very good. Oh, no, these are very good too.
The next vendor is Juniper Hills. Board member Anderson is going to recuse himself because he knows the vendor.
She's
so-
my boss. Sort of.
You gotta put up with
You're in
that.
charge of the committee.
How are you guys?
Welcome.
Thank you so much. Little unpacking. So my name is Ashley Nicolopoulos. I'm the owner of Juniper Hill Naturals. And I started this business with the intention of a desert-inspired boutique. I'm a maker and a designer at heart, and I homeschooled my kids, and I thought, okay, they're ready to go to college. I better come up with something to do so I don't have to go back to work for the man in the same way. And so this is the endeavor. I'll start out with the boutique products that started the business, and then I recently launched a clean fragrance line, desert inspired. So excited about this. You can wear them individually, you can layer the scents. I make one in particular called Desert Rain that I make with our creosote right here in the desert. So it's all of these things. When somebody comes into my booth or my Etsy shop or online, they're taking a piece of this desert, our sacred desert, home with them. So I've found that those that visit the desert want to take a piece home and know that somebody like intentionally put their heart into it and has curated and made things that I'm confident bringing to the public. With the fragrance line, I'm sensitive to like chemicals and things, and when I had kids, I didn't want to bring that stuff in my house. So this was a little self-serving. And the fragrance line is also gender neutral, so it works for everybody, which is really fun because I have couples come to the markets that I've done, and they share the ingredients, they share the products, and that's been really exciting as well. I should be showing you guys the labels. So I have I'll pass these around. So I have artwork that I then have professionally printed on cards and coasters. This is like the Joshua Tree theme. This is my Palm Springs artwork. And that one is like, just desert vibes, however you guys want to pass those around. And then these coasters have that artwork on them too. These are like pulp board coasters, vegetable ink, reusable. If they do get stained with wine or coffee, you can throw them in the garden and compost them. So I'm a little eco-friendly nerd, and I like putting that in my products as well. So here are the coasters, which are really fun for people to take those home. And then I have some jewelry. I love working with different mediums, so flame painted copper. This is copper with enamel. My workshop is in the garage. And, this is the fun, like sitting with everybody. The fun of this is we all get to do what we love. And having these markets provides us a spot to put our stuff and bring it to the public. This is another copper enamel. This one is super special. So my husband does landscape here in the valley, and he took down an acacia tree, and like the natives use the inner bark, I took the bark from the acacia tree, take the inner bark, put our cactus spine on it. So that's like a literal piece of our desert that people can wear. Just like the clay earrings that I passed around, I have this clay dish that I make. It's got our desert sand in it and local organic coffee from Joshua Tree that people can put their things. And then I'm going to do this real quick. These are my categories. So the way that the fragrance line is laid out, the large bottle is a lifestyle spray. So room, linen, body, okay? It's kind of the multi-purpose. And then the medium size is the perfume or cologne. And then you've got the fragrance oil for like more of an intimate wear. And again, you can wear these individually, you can layer them. Yeah, it's kind of fun, want to play with one, add another. So would you like me to spray them and then pass the scent around?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can-
something like that? Yeah, go for it.
Is it possible for us to take the cap off and just smell?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, this one's Desert Rain. That is, and I can also pass these around too.
That's probably the easiest
Yeah,
one to
let's do that. So that is the Desert Rain. That's the one that I make with the creosote. So that's like a literal translation. This is Sanctuary, like Palo Santo, rosemary, a little frankincense in there. Okay, Mojave, earthy, sandalwood, a little iris.
Okay, do you put a little on?
Yeah, you can put them on, of course. And clean ingredients, you can put it on your skin, you can smell it, you feel good about what you're putting. Okay, Mojave, I don't know if that's the one I gave you, but Mojave and Grove are like delightfully layered together. Those are the scent profiles.
So you're buying the essential oils and blending these, is that what you're doing?
Correct, yeah. And then I put the oils, the rollers have organic jojoba oil for the base, and then the perfumes, because that's gonna be your longest lasting cast out. That one I use organic grape alcohol. So like with the perfumes, normally when you smell a perfume right away, you're like, I have to let it dry. You can spray this and just go right into your nose because there's no chemicals, there's nothing harsh that's gonna hit you. And yeah, it's pretty cool. When people come and smell these, it's an essence of our desert. And that's, to me, what's fun about bringing it to the public. I have a website and Etsy, but going out and talking to the people that come into the booth and telling them, you know, this is how you wear it, and just the face-to-face, that is what moves my business. And that's been like super sacred and special for me. So, yeah, any questions?
Well, you're clearly passionate about it, and I love the fact that it's so desert inspired.
Yeah.
And I love how you're selling it as taking a piece of Palm Springs home. We often suggest to vendors that they have something Palm Springy in their art, or so this is Palm Springs that you're selling right there, and people can take that smell home. I love it.
Thanks.
And the jewelry, I love the teak, the wood, and
The acacia, isn't that
yes,
fun?
that is beautiful.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Ashley, describe how you made the jewelry, please.
Yes, so they're all a little different, but this one, so I have copper that you do the punch, so that becomes the shape. And then I've got my torch, and this one then goes in ice water. And so you torch and you ice water, and torch and ice water, and that's how you're like, oh, I like the blues there. Oh, wait, I need a little bit of browns there. And you just play until you think it's beautiful, and then you attempt to make a matching side. And sometimes that's successful, and sometimes it goes to, let's see if we can match that again. Okay, then this one, this is copper stamp and then enamel. The enamel's like a powder, so you dust it on top of the copper, you put it on a little stand, and you use the torch until it gets to, like, it just melts. It's this beautiful little moment where it just all goes, ha, and then you cool it, and you do that process again. This, with the acacia, I explained to you about that, and then I literally go out.
Yeah, I think you've explained to us
Okay.
that you're making this, so
Oh, yeah.
that's what I
Oh,
was.
I'm definitely making it. Yeah, yeah,
The
yeah.
artwork, tell me how that comes to be.
So, starts with Procreate, iPad, and then it goes to Photoshop, and sometimes Lightroom to do all of the little tweaks, and then Canva, sorry. On Canva, then I have to format it so that I can then send it to the professionals. Like, this is a company in Canada that does my printing. I send everything out to be printed because they have the fancy equipment so that it can be to the standard that I'm hoping, that it turns out to be.
How did you come up with the artwork? Tell us how, is that your drawing or is that
Yeah.
your sketch?
So,
Did you use AI to create that?
no, this was all pre-AI. You can go back to when the business was founded. This was in 2022 before ChatGPT and all the things were here. And I've been selling this since then. No, this is iPad, sketch, draw, move, edit, all the fun things. It's digital art. It's what it is. Yeah. Thank you. And my Palm Springs ones are just a smidge out of date, but I like to think it's a nod too, because the babies are on that. So when we had the babies downtown, they were on the cards, but I'm like, you know what? Now they're collector's items.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very good. I appreciate your work. Are there any other board questions?
More question for staff. I noticed we didn't have receipts or pictures of the products
Oh,
being made.
boom. I worked on that. I only printed 5, but you guys
It
can.
just goes in the folder.
Okay.
Very nice.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You said your creosote, you forage.
I do.
I would look into foraging creosote because it's usually not allowed.
Well, it's on my property. I have a
That's
property up in
different.
Yucca Valley. Yeah,
that's
that
always
has
my big-
acreage.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, no, I'm all about like protecting and the sacred plants. You got it.
Any other board questions? Is there a motion?
I'll move to
Thank you.
approve Juniper Hill Naturals.
Thank you, Mitchell. Second?
I'll second it.
Thank you,
Thanks,
you
Tom.
guys.
Let's vote. Bonnie?
Yes.
Awesome.
Antonio?
Yes?
I say yes.
Thank you.
Mitchell?
Yes.
I'm excited.
Yes.
Put a big frown on that.
Congratulations.
You said no.
Yeah. Thank you so much, you guys.
Oh, look, you were standing outside the
Thank
door.
you. Thank you so much.
Did you give me the samples? Because I want one.
I was clearly not as generous. I'm so sorry. My gosh.
He'll hit you up later.
Thank you.
By the
guys.
way, if you've already presented, you're not obligated to stay. You're welcome to, but you're not obligated to
She
stay.
was so sweet. She stayed because I was
Moral support for her.
so nice. That sweet family.
Well, she's the same kind of mom you are. You created,
Yeah, totally.
Thank you, Ashley.
Thank you. Sorry to do this faster.
When we say artisan, what comes to mind?
Thank you. Thank you. I
Appreciate you.
I
I
love
can't
what
wait to
do.
watch this on TV when I get
Oh,
home.
Lord. I
appreciate your
do
work.
really love what I do, and thank you guys for having a place for all of us to go and showcase it.
Faith will give you some instructions and
Okay.
tell you the next steps.
Okay, so thank you, and
You're
I'll call you if I
welcome.
need to. Thank you, Faith.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Good luck. Next is Harrison Ashkenazi, Nova 3 Design Studio.
Right.
Hi, Harrison.
Hi, how are you?
Good, welcome.
Thanks for having me. Thank you. So, I am a 3D design studio with 3D printing. I started with my kiddos, inspired by my sister who recently passed away last February. So, she was big on art and design, and Palm Springs, she had her first apartment before she could live alone in Cat City, was her pride and joy. So, I really jumped into designing different things, being Palm Springs driven, to create fun for the community. We're big on community and building community growth. We do pop-ups at the shops at Palm Desert. We've done about 10 pop-ups now. Everybody's looking for us. We're about creating an experience. Everybody can print 3D prints, but we create items that create excitement and also create experience for the family. So we even create lamps, which I think is one of my favorite items. I brought one to plug in so you can actually see here. We use a slicer with 5 different 3D printers at my house so far. I've got 2 more on the way. I can't believe. They said if you buy one, they start having babies. I guess they're right. But this is one of my favorite items. Because my sister was all about rainbows and zebras, so it kind of has like a zebra-esque. So it completely does fully functional, controllable. Sorry, I'm nervous. I'm thinking about my sister going through this. But yeah, it's all about experience. We're known as the Experience Booth. We're in talks with the shops of Palm Desert with actually doing a pop-up kiosk permanently because they loved our setup so much and our drive with the community. I don't know where to go from there. Sorry, I'm
You're doing
nervous.
fine.
You're doing fine, yes.
Thank you. We have fun little fidgets. We have cute little guys that just kind of hang out. I love that hanging on my monitor at work. I manage a sunglass hut full time in the desert. Been doing that 11 years. This is my fun job. We have all different items, all different assortments. One of my favorites that my sister loved was Falcor. Everybody knows Falcor from Neverending Story. So he was a fun one to design and really bring to life. He has all the eyes and the features. My mom loves plants, so I brought this to life. So it allows her to put her plants in different items, different sculptures. We're working on Christmas ornaments for Palm Springs. I thought that was fun. The kids were helping me design that one. The colors are really vibrant. Our best seller is actually the katana. So everybody loves that one. Everybody leaves with it. It was fun to design because it kept jamming at first. I had to figure out why. So there were different parts we had to shrink down and redesign. But my all-time bestseller is actually the Fidget Star. So it's got all the best sounds, all the best fields. A big piece of our business is the autism community. My great niece has severe autism. I grew up with severe ADHD. The world we live in creates some anxiety, so I feel like this experience is helping people kind of zen at home. I know I'm a cell phone looker. It helps me not look at my cell phone when I pick up my. It's good, isn't it? I'm telling you, you can pass them around if you want to. We have infinity cubes. The fidgeting world is big because we need to relax after a long day. We really do. And even near my night table now, I don't have my phone. I have a fidget, an item that I can disconnect from reality So we really like to design, you can see how many colors go into that. So we have to really design the colors. Some of the printers, we have to change the settings to create the vibrant colors. So like if you look at this guy here, as he rotates, all the colors that activate, I have to use a torch after to actually activate the colors. This is a 4-tone filament, but the heat changes the different colors.
It's gonna work 4 minutes. Okay.
Very cool.
That one's really cool, but this one right here, you love the fidgets, I can tell. Put them on your forearm, right there. On your forearm. So it's like a zen. It's just like a calming hug.
Oh, yeah. Or very Star Trek-ish.
Right? I actually have, I created the captain, I forgot him. My dad's a Star Trek fan. So you put that on your forearm there, it really just gives a hug just to relax you. And we create containers. We did this for Mother's Day. This was a fun one. So we're always creating new things. I know here we have to come back if I create new items, but at the mall I'm always creating new things. And I travel we're going to Bloomington this weekend to a church, to a superhero event. So that's going to be fun. It's going to have a lot of different things in different booths as well. And that is our brand logo actually, which we're big on. I've got my logo. Our booth is really vibrant and bright. And I have live 3D printers, so I have a printer at all my booths to show how it is built layer by layer. I have my laptop out and showing the design and how it works as well.
Board questions?
I was looking at your Instagram and I saw that you did take a lot of inspiration from some of the art. I think a friend, and you made this cool little sun face.
Mm-hmm.
How many of the products are actually original designs as opposed to like open sourced format?
So the lamp was one of mine. This one as well. This guy wasn't on a branch; he was just separate. So I added him into the branch. But I thought it was really cool. I miniaturized. It's actually much bigger than what I'd print. Of course, Falcor was one of my designs as well. And then this and this one. Actually, you guys didn't see this one. This one's cool. So this is actually, it's kind of bright in here. But in the dark, it actually allows the light to come through, and you see the palm trees and the sunset. It's kind of hard to see with it on there, though. So I would say 75-80% are kind of where my design is, but I'm always working on new things. Because I'm only 3 months into the business, believe it or not. Very far in. The slicing has come naturally now that the Bamboo Labs, I use a different slicer, which makes it much easier. My first printer was very non-user friendly with the software I had to use. So now we're creating new things all the time, designing together. My kids are big inspirations, and of course my sister. So.
I love the fidget. I like the sound. I like how it absorbs you into the sound and the feel, and because you get texture, you even get a sense of it when you're moving it around. So I like that a lot.
We're all about experience and
Yes.
sensory. Sensory is huge for us.
Yes.
And I think it's a missing link in the community as well.
Harrison, keeping in mind what we said when we started, that our metric is that you make 75% of what you're selling, convince me that you made 75% of that.
I have to control the printer and really adjust all the filaments and repair the filaments. They don't just come out perfect. I have to completely clean them up. I should have brought one, but when he comes out, he's covered in supports because all these floating regions will just fall apart. So I have to completely clean up all the filament areas, tear down all the supports, and make sure they're actually presentable. Sometimes they come out and they're not presentable at all. They don't function.
Or from zero, that design is yours. Obviously, the face is.
Yeah, of course, that's Falcor, yeah. But yeah, I went more with the dragon. I didn't want to go with the dog because he would more be dog-like, so I went more dragon scales, which was, I thought, fitting because he is a dragon rather than just the dog itself.
And then in products like these, it's more of just changing the color and the design of the
The
color.
design,
Because
yeah.
this is an
So
open
if I
source
order-
item.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
So I could order a special color if I wanted.
I got 65 different colors.
Okay. And I can order it and then come back and pick it up in a week.
Correct. I don't know if I think it's in there. I just did a custom memorial piece. It was a giant garage for a
Oh,
gentleman.
yeah, I saw that.
His brother-in-law passed away, and he wanted that made to be put at his cross site. So I built that from the ground up. So that's a big thing I'm looking at as well, is going more into that custom work. We'll do custom orders at the booth, and we do delivery. I live in the Quinta, so I do deliveries as well. And
Any other board questions?
I just think it's important when you set up your booth that what you have on your table is
Correct.
75%
You.
you.
Correct, understandable.
That's the only thing that we we don't want to be the bad guy to walk, because we do.
Oh, yeah, of course. I'd
We
expect
walk
it.
the show, and we don't want to be the bad guy. and
Covered in
see-
dragons, it's things that
Covered-
everybody has. I
covered-
understand that.
Covered in all the
Brain
things
rots.
that we
Yes.
see on TV.
No
I
brain
mean, that we
rots.
see on
Yeah,
the
yeah.
computer. So you just have to make sure and assure us
Mhm.
that you're going to design what you sell.
I absolutely have to. It's my sister's legacy. She was a
Well,
big part of
I
it, so I
understand
can't let
that.
her down, though.
Do you know how many people that we have to
Well, I'm sure.
talk to, and we don't want to be that person,
Understand,
okay?
100%.
So we need your assurance that you're going to do 75% of what's on your table, because we'll be stopping by to see you.
I'd love to see you guys, absolutely, actually. It'll make me work harder. Yeah.
Well, what you've done is pretty cool.
Yes.
So we're going to, salute you for that.
I appreciate that, thank you.
Any other board questions or comments?
Just out of curiosity, is the price is extremely reasonable. I thought it would be much more expensive. I don't know how.
There are
these things
other
work.
vendors that go more expensive, but why?
Okay.
I'm about the community, we gotta give back to, I'm still profiting, but I don't need to profit 100, too much. Like, I can't deal with you guys if it's licensed, but I made these little Dodger koozies. And I sold it to somebody, he's like, for $30, he's like, I paid $60 at the stadium. But why? Like, it's material, it's also polyitic acid and cornstarch, biodegradable and non-toxic.
Nice.
Really cool. When it starts printing, it smells like maple syrup. It's interesting.
Will you be doing any demonstrations in
Yes,
front?
I always have a live printer at every one of my events. I bring that everywhere
I
I
think
go.
that will intrigue people and have them stand around watching it.
Yeah.
Because a lot of it is seen 3D, but I have a 3D printer at home, but I hardly use it because it confuses me. I'm not sure really what I want to make with it, but I
Yeah.
bought it. So there it sits. But I love seeing stuff that comes out because it astounds me that a printer can do all this kind of work, and it takes a lot of creativity.
My mom gets lost. She's running the printers when I'm at my other job, and I'll catch her. What are you doing? Just watch my
Right, it's a layer by layer, it's amazing, yeah.
Is there a motion?
We're at 11.
I'll move to approve.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
How about board discussion? I would like to say I am honestly a little on the fence about the artisan nature of this. However, I think your stuff is catchy enough and kitschy enough and interesting enough that I think it's okay. But I want to reiterate what
Exclusivity.
I want to reiterate what Board Member Martin said, and that is that,
We're an artisan fair.
we're an artisan fair, and so that's just my discussion. Are we ready to vote?
Yes.
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 Congratulations.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Appreciate that. Forget about that. I was trying
It works.
If you had one
You're
that
gonna
did
have
up,
a lot
that'd
of
be
fun
even
with that
cooler.
I had a guy come and he bought both. He's like, yeah.
I am going to come buy one of these.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave this here for you guys.
No,
desk.
take it, take it, no, take it.
This shit.
We can't accept that, thank you.
Oh, okay. I appreciate that.
Thank you, Harrison.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Luis Montenegro with The Jungle.
Yes.
Please come up.
How are you guys?
Fine, welcome.
Luis, and this is my sister Adriana.
Hi, Adriana.
Our Luna Tropitos, we're a family-owned nursery down in Vista, California, in the San Diego area. Second-generation growers. Our mom started the business back in the 90s in Pasadena, California, doing some succulents, cactus, and cut flowers. My dad would grow them in the fields.
Luis, will you move this way a little bit so we can see?
Yeah, of course, yeah. So after that, the cut flower industry got a little bit hard. So then they focused mostly on succulents and cactus. Found out San Diego was the perfect area to grow them. Invested in a ranch, and I took over around 2020. Our mother started getting a little bit sick. She needed to lay off a little bit. She passed a few months after getting very sick, which was unfortunate. And then I brought my sister in around 2022. Our dad said, you guys can take over. We wanted to do our own thing. We were only growing succulents and cactus back then. Company was Luna Growers. And so then we brought in Luna Tropicals. We decided to bring in more tropical plants into our line. Something that our customers weren't obtaining before. So we love plants. We grew up with plants. And so we started bringing in different types of genus that we don't normally see in California as much. We see them a lot like in Florida, more humid climates, a lot like in Hawaii as well. And we said, why not California? So yeah. So my dad was a little iffy at the beginning because he's very into succulents, California natives, and cactus. So then he's like, if you can do it without, there's other companies that do it, but they run big houses with heaters. The only downside to that is when our customers take them home, they have to acclimate. So if you bring in a plant that has been grown with heaters, you take them into your house, and not the same temperature. So then they kind of go into a little bit of shock, and they have to restart all over. It's called acclimation. So then I told my dad, we'll acclimate it for them. Why not? So then he said, okay, give it a try. And yeah, sure enough, Vista has the perfect Mediterranean weather, but it's not too cold, it's not too hot. And this guy's, we do germinate them with a house that has heaters because it's a little bit faster. But then once we get them to about our 4-inch size, which would be not our smallest, but our second smallest, we do have 3 inches, but we mostly sell 4-inch and 6-inch and 8-inch and 10s. But once we get them to about this size, they go into the greenhouses with no heaters. So no fans, it's just regular climate. What that does is when you take them home, you're guaranteed that this plant's gonna stay exactly like this. It's not gonna take 2 weeks, 3 weeks to acclimate. It's gonna be just like this, as long as you do the normal care. We do have a lot of varieties because we own pets that are pet friendly. Like for example, you mentioned the Calletias. We have Calletias, which are prayer plants, like this guy's here. Very pet friendly. And then we do, because we're plant people, so we do specialize in like different cultivars, like stuff that you don't see around a lot. Like for example, we have Wellfin, Sansevieria. There's the ordinary snake plant, which is the yellow with the green. This is the same cultivar, but it's a Wellfin, so it's a different variety. We have another Sansevieria, which is the starfish Sansevieria, South Africa native as well. And we have a couple cultivars that are, if you're like, you're getting into plants, but you don't want to take care of them too much. We talked about it earlier, and they call it the turtle shell plant, right? It's elephantitis. So this guy, through spring and summer, it starts growing a little vine. Come fall, our climate's probably around September, October, it goes dormant. So you let it do its thing, and you forget about it. So you forget about it until spring comes out, until it starts sprouting, which means you don't water it at all. It retains water in here, and it just grows a little turtle shell. So it starts, yeah.
Those were dormant.
Yeah, so it goes dormant. Yes, exactly. So forget about it, leave it, and then once you see the little sprout, oh, it's time to water again. And guess what? Spring's coming, that's why. So that's the beauty about this, guys. We have a couple of different cultivars too. Another South African elephant plant. Beautiful trunks. Yeah, they do lovely little trunks at the end, but the foliage is what's really catchy.
I really like that spider cactus.
Oh, yeah. So, we have to do a couple cactus because of our parents do as well. So we do a jungle cactus, which is a little bit different. So the jungle cactus, they're called cacti too as well because they retain so much water. They don't need so much care. So the same care as a succulent. So when you water your cactus and succulent, that's when you water these guys. But they tolerate shade. So you don't have to have them in full sun in a bright room. You can keep this in the office, in your kitchen, not next to a window necessarily. Succulents are cool, but if you don't give them a lot of bright light, they'll start stretching. because they'll try to reach for more light, so you give them a bright environment. But jungle cactus, epiphytes, no. And they bloom really nice, just like succulents and cactus, little daisy flowers.
5.5.
What is that called?
This is called an epiphyllum, they call it monkey tail.
Monkey tail.
Mhm, yeah.
Okay.
So it looks like orange, but it's actually little hairs. You can pet this little guy.
Are there questions for Luis?
Yes.
Do you have a picture of your booth? Or your planned booth setup?
Yeah, I think that if I didn't upload one, I'd
I
probably.
didn't see it in the
have it
application.
in here.
No. Just curious, I wanted to just see it.
Yeah,
And
it should
then-
be in the application. I put one where we did an event in Melrose, West Hollywood area, and it should have been like, if not, I can pull one up.
And these are all indoor plants.
Yes, they are. Yes, yeah. So and you can, because they're indoor shade plants, you can bring them outside like in a patio. Our California weather will be fine. East facing, south facing will be perfect too as well.
Even
so
the
that-
desert weather?
Morning sun,
Yeah.
and especially like the epiphytes. So I mean, the name cactus itself, it will tolerate that morning sun and in the afternoon too as well. Just no south facing, no sun throughout the day.
They'll be good in the summer for the
Oh,
summer
yeah.
market?
Definitely,
After
yeah.
7 outside?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, yeah. As long as they're covered in the tents and they have a little patio, yeah, they'll be nice and fine.
Yeah, beautiful.
We did one event in Pasadena, Rose Bowl, yeah, and it was like 105. But yeah, we always select the booth which is not facing south. Yeah.
Great.
Any other board questions?
I think it will be really neat to have a plant booth.
Oh, yeah, definitely, yeah.
Yeah, we don't have
Village
anything
Fest.
like
We don't
that.
have
We don't
anything
have
like this.
anything like
Oh,
this.
Nice.
And the only thing we find in grocery stores are regular, like,
Right?
ordinary houseplants. These-
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
these
it
are
would be
great.
really neat that people can hear your story and
Yeah, definitely.
And you're
know
so
they're your
passionate.
plants and, yeah,
Yeah,
it
and
makes it really.
plant therapy.
Yeah,
Right?
plant
Yeah, they say,
therapy.
people with plants are
And
usually
that
happier.
monkey plant, there you go. I
Thank
gotta
you.
say, that's pretty cool.
Thank you.
Is there a
That's the
motion?
main thing
So
that
thank
differs
you.
from the other people, it's just the way we acclimate our plants. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there a motion?
I'd like to make a motion that Luis Montellano be approved for his succulents and plants and cactus plants for Village Fest.
Thank you, Bonnie. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Thanks, David. Any board discussion? I think you'll be popular.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're
100%.
one of a kind.
Very knowledgeable.
Yeah. So,
No.
let's vote. Tom?
Yes.
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 David?
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome. Jessica?
We're not here.
Hold on, can we talk more about the monkey tail?
Yeah.
If you wanna come
Oh, and you brought a taste tester with you.
That's right, we brought ourselves a little model.
All right, so I am Jessica Bedwell. I started Polly Treats for several reasons. First of all, I love my animals. I don't have any children, so my animals are my world, and I wanted to offer them delicious treats that didn't have preservatives, that didn't, have all these additives and whatever. You knew what you were getting. So I started to dehydrate things on my own for my dogs. Like earlier this year, and my cat jumped on it. I got a cat this year, and he couldn't stay off of them. So then I said, well, I guess we're making them for cats too. So the cool thing about this is that it's all natural. It's single ingredient. You know what you're getting. And to make it cat friendly, we crush it for you. So our cat people are loving our products. I've had people come up to me and not, like their dogs have choking problems, so they don't want to touch some of our items, or, cats have smaller mouths, dogs lose teeth, we can cater to any
stage of life for our products. We do have duck feet, and I am working on figuring out crushing bones, so every single item can be for a dog or a cat. And we offer 4-ounce and 8-ounce sizes, and I do have other sizes available. We will be taking pre-order for, crushed items on I do have a website, so on the website you do get to specify if you need small items or not.
We're actually kind of discussing whether we want to have a small crusher there so people can crush them themselves.
Yes.
Might be kind of a fun thing to do. It's a very easy thing to do because the bigger ones are good for the dogs. But when it comes to the cats, we want to make sure that they get the different sizes. So it's important to have a smaller size.
So we have the option to get, the regular piece for a bigger animal or crushed.
Where do you source
I
the
was just going to
product?
ask that question.
Okay, so I source my products. So I started going to Totally Raw in Colton to buy products at home to dehydrate for my animals myself, and they offer private label. So what I do, they have a selection, and I choose a small batch based on what I want on my menu.
And then we give them, sorry, I don't mean to jump in, but we give them specifics on exactly how it's supposed to be processed, how for us, so this is our own recipe, so it differentiates from anybody else.
However, I crush and process these in a commercial kitchen that I rent to make them smaller size.
Gotcha.
So,
Go ahead. The best part about these is that they are all natural, minimally processed, and like with Beef Heart, it's going to have everything that an animal needs, and it is the most healthy treat you can possibly give to an animal. She hasn't had one of these at all. Look at her; she goes crazy for them. And
I am
She's
not
looking like
on
it.
she
display.
has been like 100% like, who really cares about anything until she starts seeing the prospect of a treat here. But animals have really taken on to them. This is going to help with their hair, their skin, their teeth. And especially like just the shock factor is kind of weird, like a whole duck head.
and with every purchase, you get a free sample.
Yeah, and that's kind of the nice part too. Is what our whole goal is too. Is on a night like that, we would have a scale out so you can get sort of a small sample pack, and we'll put together a pack for you. So what our hope is that you can take that pack home, see what your dog prefers, and then come back to us the next week and get the stuff that you really like. Or we are sort of sample happy.
Yeah, so sample happy, so you get to try it, you get to take a small portion home for your animal. Make sure they like it. You don't have to commit to a large bag at first. And you don't have to commit to a large bag ever, not even on my website. You can order by the ounce, you can order by the foot, by the head. I know that's, we sell body parts. We sell body parts.
The only site on the internet you can order by the head.
And you get to create your own bag, so. Okay, thank you. Yeah, so you can create your. So that's the cool thing about the crushed option is if you have a dog that you're worried about choking on an item, we make them into smaller pieces for you, and you never have to worry about it.
Smaller dogs may have issues with that. That's why we have the crushed option. The dehydrating process is going to significantly make the bones a lot more fragile. So it makes them a lot easier for them to pass. If you're going to give a dog like fresh bones, they are a lot more viscous and they can get stuck in your throat. When they're dried out, it's not so much of a hazard. But we do like to give small bits to the dog. I wouldn't start like a Chihuahua on a whole duck.
Although my Chihuahuas do like duck heads.
We start all Chihuahuas on duck heads.
They do. They will. And okay, I know this is going to sound really vulgar, but if you want to get the most out of your duck head, you just split open the beak and rip the head in two. But, so yeah, and because it's all natural, it is highly digestible.
Yeah.
So usually when an animal's stomach gets upset, they swallow pieces whole. So their stomach's going crazy trying to digest it, you know what I mean? And that's where, once we started crushing these, people were like, yes, 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 thank you. We are all about you and your animal. I used to hand feed my dog. So I knew I would cut his pieces up into little tiny pieces, and he would not eat unless it was out of my hand. So if you love your dog or your cat, like I loved my dog, which I'm sure there are many people like me, Coco Chanel left her fortune to an animal.
We're at
You
6
know,
minutes.
we're all about you and the animal and making your life easier for you to love on your animal. If your animal needs smaller pieces and you want real good ingredients, we're gonna make it happen for you.
Have you been to a Village Fest?
No.
We have a lot, it's very pet friendly, so you'll have a lot of chances to sample your products.
Amazing.
We have been to several markets. We are involved in other several markets, and this has been very, very well received.
Good. Well, it's unique, and people love pets.
Yeah,
so
we have a website, and we're also authorized to sell on Amazon. So we're trying to get groundswell and sort of build the brand into something that can go international. And you can see it's listed with the weight, the name of the manufacturer, and all of the ingredients. I've been sitting back there in the back for a while, so I know. I can get more for you guys.
You were ready for us.
And I have my pet food processor license. Everything is approved of by the state. Thoroughly, yeah. It's tested by a lab.
I mean, yeah, look at the guaranteed analysis on the back. I mean, it's
Our
really.
website is also on every product.
Huh?
Our website is also on every product.
So who are you?
I'm Britt.
Hi, nice to meet you.
So Britt is my roommate, adopted daughter. Jay is someone I used to work for and with, and they're both amazing people. Part of our deal is that 10% of our profits is donated to YAPS in Yucaipa currently, and we also do a sticker fundraiser where we design stickers and sell them, and 100% of those profits is donated to shelter animals at YAPS.
Thank you, let us move on.
Oh, okay.
Are there any other board questions or comments? No?
Yeah, no, they're very
I think
prepared, yeah.
you were definitely prepared.
Is there a motion?
I'll move to approve.
Thank you, Mitchell. Second?
I'll second it.
Thanks, Tom. David?
Yes.
Any board discussion?
I definitely want to say, you know your stuff, and make sure that people know that. That's great.
Thank you.
Very knowledgeable. So, yes, good luck.
Bonnie? Vote? Antonio?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yay.
Looking at your dog, what is she?
She is a, sorry, go ahead.
This one?
She's a Chinook Husky.
Her face is
Yeah.
beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Well behaved.
Yeah, she is.
Well, I didn't even know what a Chinook Husky was until one day I was watching the Iditarod, as one does. And I saw the dog, I saw a whole team of dogs, and I said, that looks just like my dog. So we started looking her up, but yeah, it should have made sense the second we put her in the snow, because that's like her domain, she loves it. But yeah.
When she hears those bags
Yeah,
going.
yeah, exactly, we have to put them in the back.
Several people have.
You have animals?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, hand these out, please. Yeah, hand these out.
Fresh ones are the good ones. I don't want to turn that
Make
kind
sure you
of
put a sign up that says you're making donations. I think it'll definitely.
Yeah, it's my mission.
No, it's great.
It's my whole
And what was the
mission.
name of the organization you donate?
I don't have any.
YAPS, in Yucaipa Animal Placement Society.
Okay.
So they really educate families on animal adoption. They hook them up with food. They do a whole.
It's not a shelter.
No.
Okay.
Well, no, it's a shelter.
It is a
Yeah,
shelter.
it's
All
a
right.
shelter.
All right.
It's not a kill
It's
shelter.
not a kill shelter. No, I
Yeah.
was.
No, it's not a shelter.
No, that's why they need funding, because we have plenty of the kill shelters, but these guys really care about what they're doing, and once we get the brand built, we're looking for other areas that we can help in with that.
Thank you.
as well.
Yes, it's just, I want to have my own animal sanctuary.
Good luck.
Thank you as well.
Good to
Thank
see you
you so
on
much.
board.
Good luck.
Thank you so
Good luck.
much.
Thank you.
I really appreciate it.
Oops, pardon me. Have a good night.
Good night.
I gotta go see if that guy still has the monkey thing in the thing.
Thank you. Thank you.
For the record, 5H, Lydia did that, was conditionally approved at the April 28th meeting pending staff talking to legal and some issues with California state regulations. That's all been resolved, so she's approved as a vendor.
I think we still need a board approval.
We need what?
We need a board approval because there was a name change into the parents.
It's the parents, yeah.
All right, so is there a motion?
I'll move to approve. Lydia did that change of application on the name change.
Second? I'll second.
Okay.
Yes.
Tom?
Yes.
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 Yeah. David?
Can I abstain? I don't
No,
recall.
you have to go up or down. Vote yes or no.
Up, sure.
Thank you.
Antonio needs to vote though.
Even though I wasn't part of the jury?
But you approved the
Yeah,
minutes?
the
so
change,
yeah,
Yes, yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, I saw.
Well, you keep us honest.
No unfinished business, no new business, board comments. I would like to say, has everyone received an invitation to the appreciation dinner with city council on June 3rd at 5:30 at the convention center?
Yes.
Yes, unfortunately, I'm out of town.
Well, it's a very nice event, so,
Yes, and I'm
but
sorry.
as long as everybody's been
Listen.
invited, we hope to see you there.
You all should have RSVP'd already.
Yes.
So, okay.
Board member Martin and I walked Village Fest several weeks ago, and this is in conjunction with our compliance discussions we've had. And we noted two vendors. One, Waikiki, who was selling products that, clothing products that had labels in them that said "Made in Ecuador." And then there was another vendor, Bobo, who was selling chains that appeared not to be 75% made. The purpose of my bringing this up is I'd like the board to consider what we want to do. One of our options is to have the vendors come in and state what our policy is and make sure they understand. And in my opinion, the ones selling clothing with "Made in Ecuador," we definitely need to speak to, but the board needs to decide. Faith?
And I was gonna say for Boba, check the file and they are approved for chain because they do solder and, because they have like the larger.
These are very small, fine chains.
So whatever, and so I did ask them to take them down, so they did take them down.
They did take them down, okay,
Yes.
all right. So, the point of this is, I'd like the board to consider having the vendor, Waikiki come in before the board and have a discussion on our 75% handcrafted.
Is that a legislative action, or can they just be called up?
Yeah, you could just be a,
Yes, it would, yeah.
Yeah, I think we would ask though for a majority consensus from the
Yes,
board.
correct.
To go ahead and do that.
Why wouldn't Faith first speak to them about it and?
I believe she has in the past.
their booth, that vendor's the last one that's at Baristo, so I think that they kind of,
I've been skirting the,
they have like 4 tents or something like that, so they kind of,
all right.
Does the board, Bonnie, did you want to add anything? You were there that night?
Yeah, I was wondering if Faith had spoken to them in the past.
I would say no because they're English. And there's so much stuff in their booth, it's like
So
you have
much.
to get rid of everything in the
Yes.
booth and prove that you make everything, because they have the puppets and
Yes.
the
Yeah.
jewelry, the
When
beaded.
the last meeting?
Do they pay for 4 booths?
No,
Or they're
we
just
allow, in that
expanded?
last block, we allow them to spread out to fill in, that's because that block isn't full, so we do encourage vendors to spread out. So we've always, he always just moves down when we add new people.
So I'm not understanding this, Faith. So this person already has several booths there,
No,
and
no,
they
no.
just added to
They
it?
just keep spreading their
They
booths
spread
out.
Because they're at the,
End
They're
of
at the end, since we've come back, we've always allowed them to just have as many booths as they can to fill in the space, because we
Optics.
don't go all the way down for Baristo, yeah.
optics, yeah.
Okay. But does she have items that she makes?
It's a he.
A he?
Yes, he did go before the board, he did come before the board.
He's been participating for a long
It's been,
time.
yeah, well, with COVID, yeah,
Yeah.
somebody came back right after. He used to do music as well, but
So he does have a booth there in compliance, is what I'm asking.
that's that same booth. So you guys want to see him, it's regarding the items that are in his
Same booth.
Yeah.
Well, he's got 4, he's spread out. He pays for 1, but he takes 3 more spaces up because we allow them to do that because it's
Not
dead
But
on.
the issue before
So-
us, is it the consensus of the board that we want to ask staff to bring them in and have a discussion about our requirements of 75%
To
handmade?
rejury
Yes or
them.
no? Yep.
It's
So
a
it
yes
would
or
be
no.
a whole
Yes or no, so
presentation.
yes.
Rejury, Rejury, yeah.
Yeah,
he would-
rejury.
Rejury, yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Do we agree?
Yes.
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 Staff, please, no?
Yes. Yeah, we will connect with that vendor and have them come back at a future meeting.
Is Joy on the? Hi, Joy.
Hi, how are you?
Good. Do you have any Main Street comments?
I was wondering what the plan was for the summer and if you'll be shrinking the event on one end or just spreading it out or what you would like me to tell people.
We're hoping that this year we don't have to. That's what we hope every year. So we'll just kind of play it by week and see how many vendors we have there. But there are several in that block there that stated that they want to go through the year. So I'm thinking I'm crossing my fingers, we're going to be okay this year. So that'll be great because it'll be the first time since we've returned since COVID, we haven't had to close it. So that's the goal.
Okay, if you could just keep me in the loop on that, I'd sure appreciate it so that I could let people know.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Got it.
That's all.
Thank you, Joy. Subcommittee reports, Antonio, Joy, anything on social media that you want to speak about?
There's growth every week.
Good.
I could send you the screenshots of that if you would like. I was trying to look for them during this meeting, but I'd be glad to send you the screenshots. As a matter of fact, anytime you would like that, I'd be glad to share that with you.
You might want to share it with Faith and she can distribute it to people so we can see that. That would be
Sure. Thank you very much. Sorry, I'm a little under the weather today.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Cheryl is not here, and I really don't think there's anything from marketing standpoint, so we'll defer to staff on marketing and strategy issues if there's anything there for updates.
Nothing really of note just yet. We're still working with Joy on the social media accounts, so that's something that's still a pending item. And then we did just finalize a press release regarding the summer events that are taking place as part of Village Fest that the Parks and Recreation Department is doing. And so that's either going out, it went out today or it's going out tomorrow. Yeah, it went out today, thank you. So other than that, I think that's it.
I omitted to mention that under board comments, we were going to talk about rules and regulations. It did not make it on the agenda.
Correct.
So we will do that at our next meeting, the rules and regulations. Okay? Anything else? Former board member, Mr. Ganella, is here this evening, gracing
Gracious with his presence.
So we're happy to see him.
Greg, did you know this is Dave's last?
No.
This is my
you
last
go-
meeting.
No, you go through end of June.
Oh, it does? Okay, I thought it ended in June.
Like you're trying to run out the door.
Yes.
You're not done yet, David.
Take your nameplate and go.
Will you be here for both meetings?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, good.
Hope to see everybody next week at the dinner at the convention center. Thank you. Good meeting, and is there a motion to adjourn? Second? All in favor?
Aye.
Good night, everyone. Thank you.
Next meeting is.
June 9th or something like that?
Yeah, I think.
June 9th. Oh, 2 weeks.
Something like that.